And we are live. Peace and blessings, guys. What is going on? Happy Friday. Today's a loaded day. Super loaded day. If you haven't already felt it in the energy, whether today or earlier during the week. Okay. So, happy spring equinox. Happy Aries season. Happy new Zodiacal New Year. I said new twice. And hallelujah. Happy Mercury going direct today, which I am so thrilled. It wasn't too bad this retrograde, honestly, you know. Uh, but it really did have me tap into very deep emotional, spiritual energies. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, healing, a lot of healing. It had me reflect back on healing for sure, for sure. So, which that's part of this journey, right? And I'm trying to set up this camera over here to see if I can get the other camera on. Just give me a second. Girls still trying to get herself together here. Ugh. And let's do that. Let me do this. Let's see if that's good. Let's see if that's good. Let me see if we're looking good. Yeah, here we go. I think a little bit too much to the side. There we go. Fix it there. All right, awesome. That's perfect. And I got my music today going on in the background. But it's not music. It's it's 432 hertz. It's very powerful. It's for love, prosperity, wealth, health, all that beautiful stuff, right? And I can't believe it's already Friday. It doesn't feel like a Friday. What does it feel like? I don't know. But it doesn't feel like a Friday. But I'm happy it is. Right? So what do we have? We have 3 more minutes on the time. Oh, no, we got 2 more minutes on the timer before we get started. And oh my goodness, I'm so happy. We are in a new zodiac sign. Aries. Shout out to my Aries. Oh my goodness. Happy Aries season. So we are in a brand new zodiac year, astrological year, right? Starts off, of course, with Aries, fire sign. So you best believe that the energy that is going to present itself from this point forward, it's like, you know what? There's no turning back now type of energy. This is going to either help you or force you to change. Okay? And if you don't, you're going to be kicking and screaming. I'm just saying, right? Because it's all about free will. But if you work with the energies are always for you. They're always working for you. So it's about knowing how to alchemize these energies to make them work for you, instead of constantly being in rebellion and going against the grain and things like that, right? Getting rid of any negative thought patterns, self-sabotaging patterns. Like, what are we doing to self-sabotage ourselves? What are our thoughts? What are we doing? Right? Because this is like we are stepping into human 4.0. So everybody's saying, "Oh, it's time to be your best self. This is it." Now, what does that look like? Right? Only you would know. Only you would know. But I'm telling you, the world is feeling it. You already know what's going on in the world. You already know what's going on in the world. And we're going to start with Aries, okay? Well, actually, fire signs, right? Because it's Aries season today. So shout out to all my Aries. My girl, my little girl is Aries. She's not a little girl, but it's going to be her birthday soon. My gosh, I can't believe it. Oh, geez, it's so wild to me. It's so wild to me how fast the time goes by, you know? It's just so crazy, so crazy. But anyway, what are we? Oh, 6 minutes in. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay, so we're going to do fire signs first. And then I'm going to get into a little bit of the energies of what's coming up because there is a very important message that I want to give you guys with everything that's going on in the world, in the cosmos, and just messages that spirit gives to me to pass it on to you, right? And it's about money, career, your home life, personal, whatever, right? Okay, here we go. Let's see, I want to make sure we're going to pull. Oh, yeah, the angel's going to talk tonight, man. The angels are going to talk tonight to give a beautiful message. I'm going to deal all the cards. You know how I do. Well, I've been doing this maybe for the past, 4 shows, 4 lives. I like it. You know, let me drink some water. Now, here we go. All right. Oh, I know what it is. It's chime time. We're going to chime 3 times so we could clear out the energies. Okay. And then we could get this party started. Okay, so we're going to chime 3 times. We're going to inhale, right, on every chime, and then exhale. Let in whatever positive affirmations, thoughts, and we're going to release all negative energies, right? Okay, if you have headphones, be careful because sometimes this could be loud. Ready? Gratitude, gratitude to the Great Mother, gratitude to the Most High, to Spirit, gratitude to my ancestors. I'm extremely grateful for my children, for their love, for their inspiration. Thank you, Spirit. I'm extremely grateful for my Vibe Tribe, for all that support me. And I'm extremely grateful to all the signs in the heavens, on the earth, and everything in between. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, here we go. Fire signs first. Here we go. Aries, Leo, Sag. Timestamp. This is a general reading for the first day of spring equinox, first day of Aries season, first day where Mercury goes direct. And then, of course, it depends where you are, right? It could have gone direct earlier. It could be going direct a little later. But anyway, yeah, so powerful stuff. And it's a new zodiacal year. Zodiacal, however you want to say it. I like zodiacal because it just sounds more bougie. All right. So, and we're going to ask Spirit, what is the message? What is the message for the present moment? Right? Even though sometimes there are some things that kind of make sense, If they do, run with it. If not, leave it for someone else. So check your rising. Or a lot of the times, listen, a lot of the times it's stuff that we don't see. That's what tarot is, right? It's the hidden. It's what we don't see. And remember, if there's things that, like I said, if you like it, run with it. And if you don't, you have free will. You could always change it. You don't like the way things. Okay, then it's like, you know what? I don't like that energy. I'm gonna do everything I can to change that, avoid that, skirt that, whatever. All right. So here we go. So this is going to be. We're gonna pull one card for all of the signs of each of these decks, and then we'll get into the reading. All right, guys. All right. Here we go. Spirit, what is the message from Aries angel guides? Thank you, Spirit. What is the message for our beautiful Aries in the first day of Aries season? What is the message for our beautiful Aries? Thank you, Spirit. And last shuffle, if nothing comes out, we will pick out what's up on top. This is for our beautiful Aries. What is the message from their spirit guides? There we go. Thank you, Spirit. How about for Leos? What's going on for Leos? What's the message from Leos angel guides? What's the message from Leo's angel guides? Last shuffle. What's the message for Leo's angel guides? Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. What is the message for Sagittarius? Our fellow Sagittarius. We love Sagittarians. Here we go. Okay. Is this crooked? Oh, it's this. It might be this a little bit. No, I don't think so. It's definitely the camera. Holy smokes. My goodness. All right, here we go. Sorry for the glare, but I'll show you the cards in a minute. On the break for fire signs is the Ace of Wands. That's your cards, fire signs. I'm going to shuffle twice. And this is 3 times. Thank you, Spirit. My mantle here is kind of bugging me. It's supposed to be stretched out. Give me a second because it's going to keep bugging me. Sorry, guys. All right, that's much better. All right, Spirit. What is the message for our Aries tonight? What do they need to know? What's the clarity? What's the message for Aries tonight? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, hold on. Very nice. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message for our Leos tonight, Spirit? What's the message for Leos tonight? Of course, fire. How about for our Sagittarians? What is the message for our Sagittarians? Thank you, Spirit. Very nice. Let's go. What's next, Spirit? What's next? Oh, let's do love, money, and then our final message from the Angel Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message of love when it comes to Aries? What's the message? What's their message tonight when it comes to love? Thank you, Spirit. How about for Leo? How about for Sagittarius? What's the message for love when it comes to Saggies? What's the message? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Nice. How about money? Let's shuffle these cards. Good. Let's see what's the message for money for our beautiful fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get one more shuffle in here. Thank you, Spirit. All right, that's for our Aries sign. How about Leo? How about for our beautiful Leos? What's the message when it comes to their career and money for our beautiful Leos? Last shuffle. All right. And how about for Sagittarius? What's the message on career and money for our beautiful Saggies? Oh, look how that went different there. Love it. Here we go. All right. Last one from our angel guides. Thank you, Spirit. Last shuffle. What's the final message for our beautiful Aries tonight? What's the final message from Angels of Abundance? Final shuffle. Final message for our beautiful Aries. Oh, thank you, Spirit. What's the final message for our beautiful Leos? Oh, that's too much. Those fell out of my hand. Final message for Leo. Last shuffle. Final message for our beautiful Leos. Oh, thank you, Spirit. And for our Aries. Aries, you hear me? Saggies. Final message for our Saggies. Final message for our Saggies. Awesome. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let me get some water here. And let's start with Aries. Aries. Your message from your angel guides, it's peaceful resolution. Look how beautiful that is. There's nothing better. How's the saying? I always muck it up. Peace is better than happiness, basically. Right? So there is some peaceful resolution coming through. Have you been asking for a peaceful resolution? A particular decision that you're trying to make? Kind of torn and kind of in between the two, in between what to do, not to do. I don't know if I should, but there is a peaceful resolution coming through. Connections, family, friends, loved ones. And I don't know what my kids are doing downstairs. So don't mind the craziness back there in the background. Okay. So some type of peaceful resolution is coming through. Okay. Here we go. You got the nine of Pentacles, my dear Aries. Okay. That's fiery and very grounded independence. And what I mean fiery, I mean like very powerful. This is very powerful independence. She worked very, very hard to get this life of luxury that she has here, using her skills, okay? And now she is reaping the rewards of these beautiful skills. So some peaceful resolution about what? What's going to help to give you peace of mind? And yeah, it has to be, right? This is general, love, money, career. But whatever it is, you will be reaping the fruits of your labor. Absolutely. Strength, compassion. 9 is also completion, being very optimistic. After this like long suffering. Yeah, this is very beautiful. I love that. That's beautiful. And as far as love, you see something here about connection. I said some type of connections. Maybe your connection is eternal and unbreakable. When it comes to your love, you got it right. You have to be general, whether you're single, whether you're entertaining someone or you're dating, you're with someone. So this is like a strengthening of your connection or soon to be. Very nice. Very nice. You have 3 X's and a heart in the middle. And here we go as far as your career frame, some type of steady income. Do you see that? That's very grounded, steady income. This is money come, money stay. The 9 of Pentacles. Okay, organizing, accomplishments. Maybe something about using your creativity or the arts, design. Maybe you're looking for self-employment. Maybe somebody's looking to hire you. Home oriented, sorry, my bad. Home oriented, something has to do with the home, your home, someone else's home, something about homes. So very interesting. I love the frame. The frame looks very luxurious as well. Very nice energy. And here, your final message. Conscious consumer, you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products that serve and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Listen, if there is a main message that I'm going to give to my Vibe Tribe tonight, especially after the readings, okay, it's exactly about this, especially with everything that's going on, right? It's about, you know, buying things now while they're cheaper, stocking up your pantry, things like that. Supporting small businesses, right? Because you have all of these crazy big companies that profit off of us. It's time for the small consumers. Small consumers are going, do you hear me? Not small businesses, mom and pop businesses really do need a lot of support during this time. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is a beautiful way to really, here we go, right? With the Aries, with the money that you're coming in, to be able to also use it wisely. And it's also health conscious, being health conscious too, right? Fair trade, when you think of fair trade, or when I think of fair trade, I think of, like, people that are, it's like you're paying it forward as well, because the companies who use fair trade are being very ethical about, or as far as their work ethic is superb. But anyway, I think that's a beautiful message, Aries. I pray that resonated. Thank you, Spirit. All right, awesome. Here we go, Leos. Something about romance, Leos. What's going on here? feeling that love bug, or that you see the two couples, the two couples, you hear me, the couple there, that's real deep inner connection. The heart, oh my goodness, the heart of the lion heart, really tapping into your heart chakra, your connection with your loved one, with your partner. This is really a wonderful time for that. Brand new, the spring, right? The equinox. Or for some of y'all, right? Spring, love could be in the air. For those of you that want it, I'm just saying, for those of you that want it, it's there, but there is some type of focus on your heart chakra too. It could also be balancing, right? The divine feminine and the divine masculine within. Having that peace, having that balance of and peace of heart, of mind, body, and soul. That's beautiful. And what we got here, beautiful inspiration, something new. It's like you're gonna get hit with these intuitive hits to be inspired to do something. You're discovering something new about you, about your career, tapping into that creativity as well. That's heart chakra. Being very inspired to do something during this time. And it's like giving you like this new sense of freedom, like new sense of freedom to tap into that creativity, to do something completely new. Like having the ability to explore new ideas that are coming in. Like explore them. This is the time for it. This is the energy for it. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. What we have here, look at this. I said balance, and I even forgot that you got this card. I completely forgot that you got this card here. As far as love, yin yang, that's balance. It says like the yin yang symbol, twin flames. Oh, listen, love is big. You see how basically one card confirms the other. Something about like twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Mirror, that mirror image. Kind of also looking at yourself in the mirror like, hey, you're always going to reflect back what's already inside. What is spirit telling you? What is this balance of mind, body, and soul? It's kind of like, let's get this balance when it comes to love, or when it comes to, and listen, we need to be general, right? Let's get this balance because there's some type of new inspiration coming through because of it. Like a huge creative hit. I love that. That's wonderful. And as far as money, here, some type of business tools are going to be presented to you. You're going to acquire some type of business tools. You're definitely, if you're going to start a new adventure, you're definitely going to need some money, right? Also living well. Some of you might be exploring something food related. Are you the sole provider? Because whatever it is, I'm telling you, and I just keep coming back to this, something new. You're going to get like a new idea. You're going to be inspired to do something. And I say, follow your heart, right? Because we have here heart, the heart chakra. Follow your heart. If it resonates, hey, more power to you, right? And something here, I don't know, Leo, it says something about here, release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something. And the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Oh, what is this? Is this kind of, you feel like you want to move forward with something, but if things aren't moving along as quickly as you would like, something about attaining, I'm telling you, something about attaining some type of balance within. And it's gonna like show growth, because I see like the little leaves. Look here, like something new. You see the leaves, the new leaves here. Yeah, definitely. Tap in, tap in. I think you know exactly what it is. You know exactly what this is. It's a beautiful reading, very positive. It's definitely affirming um connection, divinity, having faith also, right? I like this yin yang, this connection, right? So meditate, harmonize, and let's get it, Leo. Absolutely. I pray that that resonated, Leos. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius, what's going on here? Helpful people. You got some people coming through to help. What type of people are these? All of your angel guides? Don't worry, you're not alone. You're not doing anything. You are not by yourself. That's for damn sure. Ask and you shall receive. Look at that. You are heavily protected. Like they are waiting. You see these angels, they are waiting for your beckoning call. Wow. These angels are waiting for your beckoning call. I love that. That's so beautiful, Sagittarius. What do we have here? The Two of Swords. It's time to make a decision about something. I'm going to pull another card on this. Oh, let's do this one. It's time to make a decision about something. Something, are you avoiding something? But this is definitely, it's like now we're gonna start getting out of well, Mercury went direct, but Mercury is still in Pisces, right? So there is some cloudiness about something that you got to make a decision about. Okay, might be a little bit difficult to see which option, which way to go, right? And you're waiting, but don't don't avoid it, because it's time to make that decision. Spirit, let me get clarity on this two of swords. What's the clarity on this Two of Swords, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Hmm. All right. So, is it about money? A decision about your career? You know why I'm saying that? Because I just realized this here. Something about having some type of financial challenges, right? Because this is a challenge of making a decision, right? Something's going to end, something new is beginning. Are you coming to a career, like an ending of a career or a cycle, a job or something? It's like Spirit saying, listen, make the decision that's going to bring this balance, and then you're able to, boom, like be grounded. She knows how to manage her money, okay? And she's very nurturing. But the Queen of Pentacles, divine feminine energy, like, oh, why am I getting through, like, listen to that there is an older woman, uh very career based, focused, grounded, might be in your energy. You might seek guidance. She might help you. That might be for some of y'all. It might not be for all y'all, but make the decision that's going to lead you to this. All right. She has control of her finances. She's extremely grounded, thinks about the long term. Okay, but this decision is like time to make a decision, period. Okay, and as far as love, 1111 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. Yeah, there you go, some type of connection with someone else. What's up, Silver Days? Listen, hold on. I'm gonna say something. I'm almost finishing with the fire signs. Give me a minute. So this is something about balance between you and a partner, or you if you are by yourself. This is inner balance. Okay. If you're single. And it's about you preparing yourself emotionally, mentally, right? To be able to make this connection with a counterpart. Make sure all your ducks are in order. I'm just saying. Or if you are with someone, this is spirit bringing balance here in the connection. Okay. And I already told you about here your finances. Okay, there's a decision that you need to make. Okay, be careful with making any financial decisions right now, any investments. Okay, and then if they are, make sure that they're solid investments, just like the queen of pentacles, very solid in her decisions, very calculated. Okay, but you might be coming to the end of a job cycle with with a particular job, and something else is coming through. Something else is coming through, because look at this final card from your angel guides. Organize for success. That's her. Her organization skills are peak. Okay. You have a new job coming in, period. You got something new. Somebody's going to offer. You're going to decide like, hey, I think that's the decision. You're like, you know what? I think I just need to make a decision when it comes to this, whatever this is. And I have a feeling it's career oriented. I think you're a lot up in your head about something and you just need to make a decision. I said it's time to make a decision. Organize for success. Don't let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Clarity, that's the swords as well. Swords brings clarity. Organizing your thoughts. Holy shit, here you go. I said you were up in your head about this decision, right? Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and your workspace and your finances will help you know a plan and plan your next step, your next action steps. Your girl can't read today. There you go. All you got to do is stop procrastinating and organize yourself, Sagittarius. You're really good at doing this, but don't procrastinate. Organize yourself, write a plan down, and execute. I pray that that resonates, Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit. That was beautiful energy. That was great energy across the board. Great energy across the board. So, what's up, Silver Days? How are you? Oh my gosh. So, Silver Days, I went in the same day and I was like, oh my gosh, I had to dig into my studio and try to find out, because I never made anyone, and I added a couple of other people to make them I what do you call it, moderators. So you were the inspiration. What is going on? R Masby, R Masby 4967. I can't stay because it's late here, but I wanted to say a quick hello. I love you, sister. Oh my gosh, I love you. Oh my, Rama, why was that? You know how I looked at? I saw your picture on the screen over here. Rama, yes, it is very late. I love you. I love you so much, Rama. I'm gonna reach out to you, and I'm like, R Masby. What's R Masby? But didn't you change your name? Oh no, your name is different on Instagram. That's what it is. And I think it's different on Facebook as well. Rama, I am sending you so much hugs. So many kisses. I love you so much, sis. Rama is the only bi-tribe sister whom I've met in person, because she travels a lot. She's a world traveler. She's amazing. I love her. She's amazing, amazing. She travels a lot with her boyfriend, Matthew. Shout out to Matthew. And she goes, I'm gonna be in Providence, this and that, whatever. I said, what? We met up. We had lunch, and of course, they doing things and stuff, but just that little bit of I couldn't believe we took pictures and everything. Ramon, I think it's going to be a year already. I think it's going to be a year. So, but anyway, so much love to you. I'm holding you very, very close to my heart as always, and I pray that you're doing well. I know it's been very challenging, but I'm sending you so much love and encouragement and strength. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And sweet dreams, because I know you're about to go to sleep. She lives out in London. Is it London? Am I saying that? Is it right? Yeah, I think. And it says, nice, Moody. Having moderators help with your channel out. Oh, does it? I didn't even know. I honestly didn't even know. Thank you. Well, you kicked it off. You were the inspiration, Silver Days. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me start making people moderators. Because like I said, I can't do it via the StreamYard. I have to go, y'all already know, I'm trying to I want to start going just straight live on YouTube. Maybe the day that I get monetized. I don't know if that ever becomes a thing, that would be nice. That would be nice. And then if you're doing lives like straight on YouTube, you can make people moderators instantly, as opposed to StreamYard, you can't. All right, here we go. Let's see who's next. Our earth signs are next, because we are in a new zodiacal sign. All right, and a new zodiacal year as well. Let's go, earth signs, earth. Let's go. So yeah, guys, I am going to put these there. Fix these here. So tonight's reading is going to be, it was already 42 minutes. Jeez, already 42 minutes? My goodness. Well, I gave 3 readings, so that's not too bad, but damn. All right. So after the reading, I am going to give a message. It's like I know I've been giving it little by little, especially going on other lives, but I feel like I went live just on the spur moment. What was it, on Saturday, on Sunday? I can't even remember. Giving a bit of a breakdown and something that's Spirit put in my heart, but I just feel like I need to still kind of drive it home, and I'll do that tonight. Okay, has to do with of course, right? There's the constellation, not the constellations, the astro chart, and how it's going to affect us, how it's going to affect the economy. We already know. You want to know something? I think it was in January, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember very clearly, I said it during a live when I was talking about the fire horse year. Okay. And I don't know what made me blur. And now I understand what made me blur. I just blurted out war horse. And I was like, I don't know why I'm saying that. And I remember I said it exactly as, I don't know why I'm saying that. War horse. I need to see that movie because it's a movie. And I still haven't seen the movie. I don't know what the movie's about. I know it's about a horse that was in a war. Funny thing. Now look what's happening. And I've been talking about commodities. I've been talking about metals. And I've been talking about this whole Uranus in Taurus for months now. And I said, commodities, metals, food supply, all of that stuff, right? Invest in that. And I'm thinking crypto, right? Because you can invest in oil, crypto oil, or, in a company, whatever, in the ticker and stocks, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, what about your pantries? So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end. All right, here we go. Here we go with our beautiful earth signs. Timestamp, this is a general reading for our beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, it is the first day of spring equinox. Happy Zodiacal New Year. Happy Aries season. Happy Mercury going direct. I'm ecstatic about it. Okay. And yeah, man. I'm going to use these energies to empower myself, my family. My businesses. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to pull cards for everyone, and then I'm going to get into your reading, okay? Let's see what Taurus's angel guides want to let them know about tonight, about their reading tonight. What do they want to let them know? What's the message? Oh, love it. I love how the green matches, you guys. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. This is for Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, nice. And how about Capricorn? How about Capricorn? What's the message for Capricorn from their angel guides? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, thank you, Spirit. What's this? Ah, I love it. Very, very nice. Now, let's go into the tarot. What is the energy? Tarot for our beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Remember, if it resonates, run with it. And if not, check your rising or leave it for someone else. All right, here we go. What's the message, Spirit? What does Taurus need to know at this very moment? What's the message? What do they need to know? Oh, thank you, Spirit. How about Virgo? Thank you, Spirit. What is the message for our beautiful virgins? There we go. Very nice. Now, how about for our Cappies? What's the message for our Cappy, Spirit? What's the message for our Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising? Thank you, Spirit. Very nice. Oh, wow. Sword energy for our earth signs. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, how about money? I say money and I grab the love cards. All right, love. Fine. I just want to get to the money. I just want to get to the money part, especially with our earth signs. All right, here we go. Thank you, sir. What is the message on love for our Arians? What's going on here? Ooh. How about for our Virgos? What's the message on love for our Virgos? Oh, that's too many. That's too many. Something about listening to your intuition when it comes to something, some type of connection. When it comes to love, try it again. Thank you, Spirit. Boundaries, got it. How about for Capricorn? Capricorn. Ooh, sorry, Manny. Capricorn. All right, how about money? Thank you, Spirit. What is the message on money when it comes to our beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising? What is the message on money? Why do these cards keep falling on the floor? My goodness. Of course. Here we go. Oof. Thank you, Spirit. How about for Virgos? What's the message? What's the message? Career and money. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. How about for, oh, there we go. So a lot of swords and swords came out. Interesting. Final message for our beautiful earth signs. Final message from the angels and abundance. Angels of abundance. How about for our Virgos? What's the final message for our Virgos? Final shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. And how about for our Cappies? All right, here we go. Interesting. Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's it. All right, here we go. Taurus. Message from your angel, guys. If you believe, what is it that you wish for? What do you want? Sorry for that glare. I'm trying to get. If you believe, she's holding a Merkaba, right? That's real inner knowledge, tapping into your inner, your deep, inner light. If you believe, but a mindset, some type of mindset change, you're very fixed too. You're a very fixed sign. So something about having to change your idea on something, your thoughts on something, your belief on something. And here goes the King of Swords. My word. Because the King of Swords is Taurus and Gemini energy. So if you were born in the first week of Taurus season, which is what? April 20th to, what's that, the first 10 days? From the April 20th to April 30th, maybe, if that rings a bell. I'm just saying. Oh no, third decan. Oh, May. These might be talking to May Taurus. Very interesting. Which, by the way, today is Friday. Today's Venus Day, which is your ruling planet. And today is a 6th universal day, which is Venus as well. Okay, so something here about having balance between your heart and your mind. It's brutally honest. Brutally honest, and it could come off very, very cold. Okay? So something about having mental fortitude, establishing some type of authority when it comes to something in your life, or you're giving the authority, or you are seeking some type of clarity on something, and you're going to get it because you are extremely determined. Spirit is saying, get focused, get disciplined, okay? And always have truth on your side. Beautiful. We have here Cupid, about love. Cupid is in the air. When Cupid's around, something new when it comes to love, a new connection. with someone, tapping into maybe a newness of energy when it comes to if you're in a relationship with someone. That is so funny. That is so funny because check this out, right? I said sometimes this comes off very cold, right? The King of Swords. And look at this is a heart, and this is like a stone. Maybe kind of soften up a little bit. I'm just saying. You see a little angel there? Kind of making you think about, hey, maybe love isn't so bad right now. I'm saying from some of y'all, right? That's very interesting. And we have here something about it's time to profit off of something, off an investment. When it's coming, you've waited for some time. This is about seizing the moment. Okay. You've been in some type of waiting period when it comes to your career, or maybe leveling up, maybe changing your career. Do you feel a change coming? Because it's happening. This is the time for it. Very interesting. It's also about seizing the moment as well. Very interesting when it comes to your career and money. Oh my gosh. I swear, I'm holding these cards here and I'm just focusing here. Look what this says. Employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported in every step of the way. Wow, wow, wow. If you believe, right? Something might kind of seem a little bit impossible, but that's only, right? That's only in your mind. Wow, that's wild. That's a very specific message. I pray that that resonated, Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. That's beautiful. Okay, here we go. Virgos. Something about you're inquiring your spirit guides for something, and they're telling you get more information on it. Tap more into it. Seek within. Something about getting more information. Inquire. You need to inquire. Inquiring minds want to know. Uh-huh. Before you make a decision. What is in the middle? Oh, it's a dove. Let's see if you can see that. Hold on. I know the glare, but that's a dove. Very interesting. Inquire more information, ask your spirit guides, or just ask in general, because you're going to get an answer to this. I think there's something that you're not seeing. There's something that you're not seeing, Virgo. And what is this? Six of Wands. Something about becoming successful, getting some type of recognition. So remember, Mercury is also rules Virgo as well, and we are direct in Virgo. So an answer is gonna become very clear now, and it's gonna come through, and it's gonna steer you in a direction that it's gonna be very successful. Like it's just gonna show progress forward. So it's like doors are opening, answers will be coming in, but it's like you need to make the move. You see how he's like, moving with the horse. You need to make the move. You need to inquire. You need to seek answers. and direction, be on the right direction. Something about here in your relationships about respect, upholding your boundaries across the board. You need to give respect and receive respect. Colleagues, this is you recognition. Do you see that is that a, yeah, that's a magnifying glass. As people, that's recognition, getting respect from people. You be very well respected. Something when it comes to love, with connections with people, also respecting the relationship and connections that you have. Very interesting, very interesting. Something here about this could be about reinventing yourself, because I look at this, I look at the death card. That's death, you know, the ending of one cycle, the beginning of something new. Okay, coming out of a rough patch. You might hit a little bit of a bump, or might hit a little bit of a bump now. Okay, but this is some type of reinvention when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money. Yeah, definitely sometimes, and it might not be for everybody. Like I said, it might not be for everybody. This is something new, something like an old cycle is ending when it comes to the way you invest money, the way you look at particular your job, or look at particular careers. And now it's like something new is coming in, or beckoning you to bring in something new, start something new. And it says here, focus on your priorities. When you put your focus, where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. The seeking of this particular information, that spirit is saying this is what you need to get more information. It has to align with your priorities. And once things align with your priorities, that's just a recipe for success. Absolutely. So focus on your priorities. That could definitely be that guiding light. I say guiding light, and then you see the angel here holding the light. Amazing. Virgo, I pray that that resonated. Thank you, Spirit. Happy Friday, y'all. Give me a little sippy sip. All right, Capricorn. Something here, Capricorn. What is it that you want? It's up to you. Your spirit guides are telling you it's absolutely up to you. What do you wish? What do you desire? What changes do you want? It's all up to you. Thank you, Spirit. We have here the Ace of Swords. This is huge mental clarity coming through for you. Something, it's like you're having a breakthrough, like a freaking aha moment when it comes to whatever, love, money, career, having an amazing breakthrough. And it's going to be very successful. Having a sharp mind. It's like all of a sudden, it's like the fog has lifted, or it will lift. It's coming. If it's not already here, it is coming. This is swords. When I think of swords, I need a leader, alpha. Being very original with your ideas. Something new. Like a crazy creative jolt you're gonna receive. I love that. Something here, a commitment with somebody. I don't know, some type of connection. Are you with somebody right now? I don't know. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. Lock it down. I'm just saying, for whoever that is, whoever that's for, lock it down. You know what I'm saying? Also, that commitment to self. But this is very committed. This Ace of Swords. Yeah, somebody gonna get married. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all. Or something, a connection is coming in. You see, kind of like, you see the black and white, and then the color is like a portal. Something you're gonna receive. Ooh, pay attention to your dreams. I don't know why I said that. But pay attention to your dreams. Something's coming. Love is coming. Something is coming for some of y'all. And then a lot of swords energy here, because here you got some might be going through some money conflicts, have had money conflicts, okay? But this is also a breakthrough, okay? This is also maybe the ending of one position, the beginning of another, but this is a huge breakthrough when it comes to your career and when it comes to your finances. It's right here. Whatever, listen, Spirit is saying it's up to you, and success is coming through. Okay, because this is success. This is that's all I get. It's like you see the hands breaking through the clouds, and the spirit is like here. Kind of like the Lady of the Lake. Oh, that's why the Lady of the Lake, right? Giving Arthur the sword of oh my gosh, what do you call the sword? The sword of, what's the name of the sword? Of Arthur's sword. Oh, I forgot. Oh, dang. And then you got swords here again. Breakthrough. It's just you're gonna have a major breakthrough. A major breakthrough. And somebody here got a little bit of the green-eyed monster. What's going on? He says release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation. How am I gonna forget? You know what? Shame on me. Thank you, Silver Days. Shame on me. Shame on me. Excalibur. How am I gonna forget that? I get, sometimes I get my brain just go. I just need a little help. I need a little help from my friends. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. So here we go. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something. And the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Do you feel that you're in need of something? Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. That's that breakthrough. You're going to get a breakthrough of something. Something you kind of like, oh my gosh, this, that, well, whatever it is, love, money, career. And I think you're going to finally get a breakthrough. Remember, if other people have it, so can you. Like, what the hell? And I love this green here. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, just keep your thoughts positive, and positive things will come through. I hope that resonated, Cappies. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh my gosh. Finally, air signs get out of being last. Woo-wee. Oh, so then, let me tell you what happened to me today. I went to go get some gas with my son today. And, and like all day we were talking, and even in the beginning of the week, we were talking about today's energy, right? I told him always be aware of your surroundings, because, we're going to see things, and people aren't going to understand the energies, and just some people going to be like, crazy and acting up, right? Because of all of this fiery energy that's going on. And if we don't alchemize it, then we're just going to be like being reckless, right? With our energy, or with the energy. So we go fill up We go to get some gas. I go inside, we go to pay for some gas. And I said, oh my gosh, Josiah, I left my phone in the car, go get it so then I could pay, right? Tap pay. So I'm waiting and there's nobody behind me. The store is empty. And of course, every time I go into a store and it's empty, it fills up right after, right? But anyway, so for some reason I realized I picked up something. So I noticed some guy open up a hood in the front of the parking is in front of the door, the store, and then it's all windows, right? And then I just said, like under my breath, I said, here comes this guy. I don't know why I said that, but now I do. Because, at the moment I was like, why would I just say out loud, here comes this? So this is, short African dude. And he comes, he goes and he grabs, which I didn't notice at the time, but he goes and he grabs something. And he walks to, and I'm at the counter, bro. I am at the counter, right? This is me, and this is the counter, and this is the person who's attending me. I'm like right there, and I'm just waiting for Josiah too. And he's already coming back because I see him already coming back. So then he goes and he puts a gallon of windshield wiper on like he just places it like that on the counter. Right? Boom. And I'm like, all I said, cashier as my witness, and my son coming in at the same time. I said, I'm still cashing out. Yo, this dude came out of his face and he says, yeah, but you're over here wasting time. Mad rude. And I said, this boy is out of his mind. He was an older man. And I said, excuse me? Because you're wasting time. And I said, but you see me standing here, right? I was like, no, but she didn't tell me nothing. I said, but the cash register, the cashier didn't tell you anything. I told you. And he's just coming out of his face. And my son is there. My son is 6'1". And he's just letting mom handle it, but he's like this. He's like right next to me like this, And then the man is like kind of like on the other side, he's like pacing back and forth. And he's mouthing off to me. He's like, oh, but you and this. And you. I said, listen. He's like, oh, I told him, this man doesn't know that Mercury retrograde, Mercury just went direct today. And today is not the day. And I told him, I was like, listen, let me ask you something. I said, you shouldn't be talking to women like that. Very disrespectful. So you're the disrespectful one. You're the one that's talking to me disrespectful. Why? Because I'm stating my case. And not even stating my case is because I'm talking back to him. So I already knew what type of man this was. Right? And I said, you got a mother? Yeah, I have a mother. I said, do you talk to your mother like that? No. And then he came out being disrespectful. I said, listen, let me tell you something. And I'm like this. I'm like this to him. Not in his face, but I'm pointing at him. Because, listen, your girl is, I'm a spiritual girly. I'm holy, but I'm hood. And as long as I have justice on my side, you're going to hear my mouth. And then when he says, oh, you're the disrespectful one, I said, listen, do you remember what I told you? What was the first thing I told you? I said, I'm still cashing out. Tell me what's disrespectful about that. Do you remember what you told me? You said, oh, you're the one that's here wasting time. That's rude. And when I told him that's rude to his face, yo, the man just shut up. And I see my son. I see him like, you know the meme uh oh my goodness, the cartoon meme of Arthur. We were just talking about Arthur. Remember Arthur? He's a hamster and he's got like the fist clenched on the side of his. That was my son. And I just, just the way he was being led by mom's energy. You better trust and believe. A Gemini is always going to shut your shit down because we are always, remember, we're the sword, the card of justice, especially the Queen of Swords. She don't play truth. That's it. She only deals in absolute truth. And I will cut down an MFer spiritually, emotionally, mentally, just with my words alone. Because when you have truth on your side, right? Nothing could ever cut you down. Okay? And that's the energy we're in right now with this fiery energy that's making people feel very bold, very independent, and and very conscious of their energy. And you are fucking activated during this time, but at the same time, you're focused. You're moving forward honestly and boldly. So then when other people are trying to pull some shit on you or just being reckless with their energy, like, oh no, wait a minute, if you got to call them out, you're going to call them out and you're going to be just. I'm just saying. But anyway, he wasn't ready for Puerto Rican move. Damn right. Damn right. Not today. Boy, not today. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, listen, you want to talk about extra spicy? So your girl, listen, if thank goodness, spirit, thank you, spirit, right? My son, I was an example for my son. I spoke up for myself, but I was also an example. Like, you use your words. When you have justice on your side, you use your words. Okay. But let me tell you something. As a Gemini woman, I really tamed myself. Because if there's anything that we could do, we could fucking cut you down along with our words. Okay? Does it get us in trouble? It might. But only because people can't face the truth. Only because it only hurts people because they can't face the truth about themselves. I will tell you about yourself. I promise you. Whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. And not necessarily towards me, I'm just in general in life. Me as a friend, I make an amazing friend. But I'll tell you about yourself. I won't be rude, but I will tell you about yourself. And you either accept it and be like, oh, damn, man. Yeah, it's true. It's growth. It's not whatever. And it's not about being right or wrong either. It wasn't about being right or wrong with this man either. You know? I wasn't just going to let him disrespect me like that. That's nuts. And the cashier, she says, you're right. You weren't being rude to him. She even, and I wasn't looking for anybody's, approval either. You don't need anybody's approval when you have justice on your side. You don't need nobody's approval. Fuck that shit. But anyway. So yeah, that's what happened today. So yeah, so the energy, it's very real what's going on. But anyway. Yeah, I came extra spicy, but and listen, and I'm just as ferocious protecting my children, of course. You already know. protecting my children, protecting my loved ones, protecting if you're my partner, oh, forget about it. We going to war. For Gemini. This is for Gemini. Anyway, we're gonna give this one to Gemini. I didn't do the introduction, but let's go. Timestamp. This is the general reading for our beautiful Geminis, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for when? Today. Today is, even though we know time is fluid, okay, but today is the first day of Aries season. So happy Aries season. Today is the first day of spring equinox. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and it's the new zodiac year. Okay, so it's gonna kick off with lots of fiery energy in Aries, with the fire horse as well, sun year. So listen, it's ready or not, here we go. That's what the energy is now. And as I was talking and thinking about Gemini, talking about myself, abundance came out. So here we go. All right, Spirit. How about for Libra? How about for Libra? Thank you, Spirit. How about for Libra? Final shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. What is the message from Libra Spirit Guides? Thank you, Spirit. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. How about Aquarius? What's the message for Aquarius, Spirit, from their Spirit Guides of tonight's reading? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Okay. Hey, Sassy. How are you? Thank you for coming through. I already did fire and earth signs, and we are in air signs. Thank you, Spirit. If you have a question too, just pop in the question and I'll give you a little reading, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What is the message? What does Gemini need to hear during this time, Spirit? What do they need to hear? What's the message? What do they need to know at this moment right now? Oh my gosh. That's for Libra. And this is for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, how about love? How about love for our air sign, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising. This is for Gemini. Oh, very nice. This is for Libra. How about Aquarius? Very nice. Beautiful. And how about money, money, money? Hey, I'm doing really good. I'm so blessed. And you're blessed. Oh, thank you, Spirit. You're blessed as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm thriving, man. I'm transforming. I'm healing. I'm growing. I'm becoming more and more whole every day. I'm persevering as well. Thank you for asking. Here we go. Spirit, what is the message when it comes to money for our beautiful, and career when it comes to our beautiful Gemmy Gems? Thank you, Spirit. Let's shuffle 2 more times. Nothing comes out. We will pick out what's up on top. Thank you, Spirit. Final shuffle. Oh, thank you. Let me get that. Here we go. Thank you, Spirit. How about for our Libras? Thank you, Spirit. How about for Aquarius? Thank you, Spirit. How about what? Oh, last message. Last message, Spirit. From our angels. and abundance. Cards. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message for Gemini? Ooh, Gemini got two. A lot of twos here. Lot of twos for our twins. How about the Libra, Spirit? What's the final message? Oh, thank you, Spirit. How about for Aquarius? Oh my goodness. That's too many. Oh my gosh, that's too many. Let's see. Shuffle these. Thank you, Spirit. What's the final message for our Aquarians? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Nice. Very, very nice. Okay, here we go for our Gemmy Gems are first. What do we have here? Abundance. Abundance coming in. Do you see this? Hold on a second. I got an alarm going off here. Hold on. Let me shut it off. Where is this thing? Oh no, I pressed snooze by accident. It'll go off again. All right, Sassy, I got you after this air sign reading, okay? Abundance, claim it and it shall be yours. Our beautiful Geminis, lots of abundance coming through. Let's go. You got amazing, you have Mercury just went direct. You also have a couple of planets that just came out of Pisces as well, and Urano soon is going to be in your sign, so claim it and it shall be yours. Wonderful, love it. And of course here, abundance came out, Earth, Venus, the Empress came out, 3 Gemini is the third zodiac sign. And with the Queen of Pentacles, what? She is also abundance. This is abundance as well, but this is like very grounded financial freedom, like practical practicality. Okay, bringing forth good fruits, being a good nurturing person, or having this divine feminine energy around you. This is growth. This is evolution. This is action. Amazing. Get ready for your best life, Gemini. This is absolutely amazing. This is Venus. This is Sagittarius and Capricorn as well. You might have some Sagittarius, which, by the way, Sagittarius is your sister sign, is your opposite sister sign. Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful across the board. Hard work paying off. You tapping into this amazing divine feminine energy that you have within. And just being blessed. Just being blessed. Here you go. Also enlightenment when it comes to love. It says with enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. Yep, there you go. You're on this amazing healing journey when it comes to love and your connections with yourself, with your loved ones, with partnerships. Amazing. That's beautiful. Here, as far as Gemini, craziness, something about some business tools coming in, an investment, something new, possibly, and by the way, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles lives very well. You see this golden fork and knife. That's luxury. That's living very, very well. This is having enough to be the sole provider of your family. Amazing. More money's coming in. More resources is coming in. Something about the food industry. You're going to be very successful when it comes about the food industry. I'm just saying. And then you got two final messages from your spirit guides. It says raise or promotion. Ooh, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow. Lots of abundance awaits for you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Do you see that? Abundance coming through because of divine guidance. Spirit guides as well. Very powerful divine feminine energy. Tapping into the divine enlightenment. No separation when we are one with the divine. Really tapping into that. Ooh. Really tapping into that higher consciousness. Amazing. Like a soul awakening. Wow. Amazing. Bountiful nature, bountiful abundance. It says spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Lots of abundance. Again, the word abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree garden, sit under the stars, or do something other activities to connect with the limitless vastness. That's the downloads that you're going to get. Spring is here as well. The spring, beautiful spring energy, which, by the way, springtime is also Gemini season. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Gemini. I pray that resonated. I know it did. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go, Libras. Is there something within a few weeks? Have you been asking for something? Something's going to happen within a few weeks. Or you asking Spirit about something? Something is happening. Oh my gosh, Sassy, you were dealing with a Libra? Oh, let's say a prayer for you. Let's say a prayer for you. Oh, Lord have mercy. They say it's a good match, but it really isn't. It really isn't. I'm sorry. Especially a male Libra. Male Libras, I'm sorry. Male Libras just cannot be faithful. They really can't. A majority. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. Okay. Disclaimer. Disclaimer. Not all Libras can be faithful. You just gotta let them run about. Let them be them. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. It's fine. So something within a few weeks, Libra, is coming through. Now here you have some type of choices coming through. You got seven Libras. Libra is the seventh zodiac sign. Okay. You're going to have some type of opportunities. You need to focus, make a decision. And we know Libras have problems with making decisions. This is Scorpio energy as well. You got a lot of choices coming through, or you're going to have to make a choice. It's a time to make a choice. And that's what the fire represents during this year with the fire horse. This is about making a decision, seeing things through, and just go, like go time. So something within a few next weeks you have to make a decision about. When it comes to love, there is something. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. If you're in a relationship, lean on each other. Everyone has challenges, okay? But if you are a true soul connection, you're going to absolutely overcome it. Or you've been in challenges before. Okay? You've had challenges before, and it's like, listen, you need to overcome these challenges, or have overcome these challenges, or will. Okay? Something about money, something coming in, some type of investment, having some type of solid finance, when it comes to your finances, something solid, a decision, something's long term, or turning towards something that is very satisfying, that aligns with your energy. You got gold bars, love it. Some type of long term position too is going to be coming through, and needing a quiet retreat. Yeah, you need to get away, you need to disconnect. Okay, it's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. You see, having trouble with making a decision when it comes to something. Okay. And whatever it is, clarity is going to come through in a couple of weeks, but you need to make the choices that are very, that lead to a more solid foundation here. I love that. Very clear, very, very clear and cut. Libra, I pray that that resonated. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Aquarius, what do we have here? Oh, you are definitely ready. Whatever it is, you are ready when it comes to love, money, career. Something's going to present itself. It might not seem like a good situation, right? It could be either or, right? Something could really present itself like, oh, this is great, I'm ready for this. Or this is, oh my gosh, it could be something like, oh, this is difficult, but you're ready. Whatever it is, you're ready. Okay. Then we have here, there goes the, hold on a second. There goes the alarm. Hold on. Let's, did it shut off? I'm trying to block the glare here. Hold on. Yeah, it's shut off. Well, what does it say? Okay, no, it's good. Okay, okay. Uh, Here we go. Having the support. You're not alone. You're really not alone. I know Aquarians have like this real loner energy about them. Okay, but there's someone are coming through, either your spiritual team, you have a spiritual team, okay, but they're helping you to build towards something. Or it could be some friends, Lord knows, because you should see your final message. I just looked at your final message here. There is support coming through for you. Okay, either it's your spiritual team or a group of people who you confide in. Something here about building a business, something about a position that you're in. It is an unstable position, maybe changing a corporate job or getting a corporate job, leaving a corporate job, and turning towards something new, something absolutely new. For some of y'all, not for all of y'all. Okay. You might be leveling up in a position, like you see moving up in a position, but something is changing when it comes to your job, your money, your career, love, spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning a whole new outlook. You're evolving when it comes to love, or your idea of love, or what love should be. First, you need to reflect and return everything that you gave to other people, or really focusing on self-love. And that starts with healing, right? Healing mother wounds, healing father wounds. But you're about to be. And of course, because Pluto is in your sign, that's about death and rebirth. Get ready. You're gonna go on a huge spiritual trip. I'm telling you, lock in, because it's gonna be the transformation that you need. And everything else is going to align in your life. Everything else. And here, detox your friends. Detox your friendships. There is something going on with your little crew of connections. It says your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time with. Whoever that is, a relationship, a connection, friends. So be discerning about your association and relationships. Are they pouring into you? If you're pouring into them, are they pouring into you? Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Period. Enough said. And that's the final message. Thank you, Spirit. I pray that that resonated, Spirit. Thank you. Or I pray that that resonated, Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. All right, here we go. All right, let me put these away and then. Oh, she goes, my baby is an Aquarius and heard her sign and came to the phone. That is too cute. That's too cute. Okay, Sassy, I'm going to give you a quick little mini read. Okay, the alarm is going off again. Let me dismiss it now. There we go. Now it's dismissed. All right, here we go. We're going to give our beautiful Sassy a little mini read. And then we're going to go with the final reading of the night, which is our water signs. Our beautiful water signs, where there's still a lot of planets still in your sign. Going through a lot right now. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, but either you are or will. But the energy is definitely pushing people to detox. And right, I'm going to use that card to detox your energy, detox your friendship circle, detox everything in your life, your mind, your body, your soul, like physically, right? Eating better, making better health choices. You know what I'm saying? Okay, beautiful. Alrighty. This is for Sassy. Let me put you up here. Hold on. Sassy, how is my love? How is my love life? That's right? Looking and income looking. Okay. Well, first of all, that Gemini reading was amazing. That was an amazing Gemini reading. You said you're a Gemini, right? Was dealing with the Libra. That's the key word, was, right? Hmm. All right, Spirit. What are we gonna do? Let's pull. Let's pull what she asked for first, Spirit. Love, and then money. Spirit, let's get one card on love and one card on money. Love, money for Sassy, Spirit. What is the message for love when it comes to Sassy? Our beautiful Gemini, what's the message when it comes to love? What's love looking like? She said. She's asking, she's inquiring. What's love looking like? How about her money? I was going to say it. I thought it's Aries. Aries. Thank you, Spirit. We are in Aries season right now. Today, first day. Well, at least here on the East Coast, right? And you got that for money. What? What? These are great cards. Let me tell you something. Wow. Listen. Give me a second. I need to. Give me one moment. All right, I'm done. People like, oh my gosh, she's tapping into the energy. She's so, oh my gosh. And I'm mute because I'm chewing on some ice. She's like, yo, she's tapping in. And I always tap it, but I'm just joking around, right? Listen, let me tell you something. So when it comes to your love life, my dear, hold on. I need to. Need to. Oh my gosh! You see, I knew it. Okay, my dear. When it comes to your love life, first of all, you embody a lot of divine masculine energy. You can't help it. You're the provider of your family. That's how you bring money. I'm just saying. That's how you bring money, right? This was you all up in your head. These are self-inflicting negative thoughts. This Eight of Swords. This is disbelief when it comes to your thoughts on love. Am I ever going to get love, or whatever the case is, what's going on? This is still, you need healing. And your card came out. This is the Magician. This is air. This is you really tapping into your energy, your power. When you heal, because she could absolutely unbind herself. These are self-imposing negative thoughts because of the pain and the hurt that you went through when it comes to your love life. And when you tap into and you do this healing, you have to do the work. He does the work. The Magician puts in the freaking work. And he does it very flawlessly as well. Very powerful, very flawlessly. He doesn't have to he brings things in with ease because he just has control over all of the elements: air, fire, water, earth. Then that's when the divine masculine is going to come in for you. When you tap into who you are, do the healing, okay? But I also think you embody this energy as well. But that's the energy that I get. Okay. Let me see if I can move this out of here. Hold on. All right, so this is a lot of healing. Still have to do a lot of healing, mamas. And then this divine masculine will come in. The appropriate divine masculine. Make sure he got money. He's able to provide. Okay, he's able to protect. He's able to make you feel secure. But first comes the healing, and then you do this magic within, and then it happens without when it comes to love. As far as money, this is why I said you embody big divine masculine energy. You're the one that makes things happen in your life. So this is Aries season is looking, and then the Justice card here fell. And it fell face up, so I'm going to give it to you because it is an air sign as well. Wild. And it's a major arcana. These are two major arcanas. So when it comes to your career, this is you really taking a huge leadership role. People are going to start looking up to you. Like, listen, I don't care if it's one person, three people, a whole group. I'm going to pull one more card as far as money. And this is Justice finally being served when it comes to your money. Like, listen, you're fine. It's like balance is coming in. Balance is coming in because you're putting on the work. You're being responsible. You're being reliable. Okay. Oh my gosh. 3 major. And counting this one too. Your card completely came out here. 4 major arcanas across the board. Like what? Listen. Forget about anybody outside of yourself. You worry about people that are in your inner circle. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is the Sun card. This is 2026. 2026 is the year of the Sun. Geminis, and not because I'm a Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgos are going to have the biggest glow ups of 2026. I'm not lying. Wait until Uranus transits into Gemini for the 26th of April. From that point on, we are unstoppable. Look at this. Focus on yourself. Focus on your healing. Dude, listen, and this is just my opinion. You don't even need to entertain anybody outside of yourself because you're going to be so blessed. You are leveling up in such a way, and it's like, this is balance, like justice being served. After all the work and the sacrifice you put in for other people, and now you're going to focus it back to yourself. This is wild. This is 19. This is 9. Yo, this is crazy. Listen, I am not worried about you. Focus on yourself, focus on your home, on your family, on your money, and spirit is going to, and you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be so rewarded. You're going to be so happy. This is for you. This is for you. Do you understand me? Know the power that you have within. Don't let nobody fuck with your head. I'm serious. I understand Gemini's default is love. I get it. I know. But you need to give that love to the people that matter. Then you'll be rewarded. Don't let nobody steal your energy. Nobody. If they're not attributing to you, giving to you, no, sorry. Look at this. Your career, your money. Oh, I got chills. I got chills. I got freaking chills. Are you kidding me? Listen, I don't worry about you. Focus on yourself. Focus on your family, on your home, on your money. Get that bag. Be happy. Glow up. Give unto yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself 2011, but in 2026. Listen. If you cry, let them be tears of joy. Let them be tears of joy. Okay? Let them be tears of joy at the bottom. Oh my God. At the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the freaking deck. Starting whole new trusting. This is you finally trusting in spirit, trusting in yourself. Starting a new life. Absolute 100% trust. And you know what the bugged out part about this is Uranus. This card is ruled by Uranus. And I said when Uranus goes into Gemini for April 26th, listen, kapow. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? This is rest because you've done the work. Rest and relaxation. This is like, that's it. I've done it. I could just chill, relax, and be blessed. Listen. Trust and believe. All you got to do is trust and believe. Final card here. Final card. Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It just flipped up. It just flipped up. Do you see that? Oops, sorry. Do you see that? Period. You're ready. You're ready to heal. You're ready to transform. You're ready to connect to your to your most, what's the saying? Always forget, to the best version of yourself. Having an amazing transformation, awakening to the goddess within. What? Listen, I pray that that resonated, Sassy. I'm telling you, forget about anybody outside. And that's my opinion. But forget about just everything that you've given to other people, return it onto yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe that. That's oof. Ooh. Thank you, Spirit. Amazing. Amazing. Ask and you shall receive. Period. She came on here, she asked, and she received. That's it. Wow. Okay, let me get just a little bit of smokage on here. What time is it? What do we got? Oh my goodness, 2 hours. All right, I'll try to be off of here by 2 hours and 30 minutes to give my final message towards the end. And I charged my phone to 100%. My last reading, I was like, as soon as I said bye, my phone died. As soon as I said bye to everyone, and I shut off the live. My phone went bleep. Deado. Okay, here we go. Water signs, finally. Here we go. My beautiful water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Timestamp. This is a general reading for our beautiful water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Remember, if it resonates, run with it. And if it doesn't, leave for someone else or check your rising. And by the way, today is the first day of spring equinox, Aries season, the new zodiac year. Mercury goes direct. Like what? Let's get it. Okay, let's get it. So your girl is going to shuffle some cards for all the signs, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, and then we'll get into your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Here we go. All right, Spirit. What is Cancer's message for tonight from their Spirit guides? What's their main message from their Spirit guides? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Also, very nice. It's up to you. How about Scorpio? Scorpio got 2. Okay. Something about romance and recovery. Oh, okay. That could be 2 individual, or it could be, right, recovering from some type of connection or something. I don't know. How about Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. Forgiveness. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just clicked on and here it was meant to be. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too, Sassy. And I'm so sorry. Here. Definitely been through a lot. Lost my dad last year, right before my birthday. Still healing. I hear you. That's very, I'm sorry for your loss. But the fact that he chose, right? Because we choose our lives before we turn it, but the fact that he chose to ascend near your birthday speaks a lot in the connection, right? In your connection with him. It speaks a lot about your connection with him. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, here we go. Spirit, what's the message? What does Cancer need to know tonight? Oh, come on with these cards. Oh my goodness. Let's go, Cancer. Cancer got Scorpio's card. It's still a water card. Here we go. This is for Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. How about for Pisces? How about for Pisces? Here we go. Very nice. Okay, thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. Let's send out some positive energy to our beautiful Sassy. Thank you, Spirit. All right. How about love for Cancer? What's the message on love for Cancer? Thank you, Spirit. Also, love is in the air, and this is for, look how that flipped up and stood in the deck for Scorpio. How about for Pisces? Telepathic. Of course, Pisces is probably one of the strongest telepaths here. Ooh, sorry for the sniffles. Drink some water. Okay, how about the message on career and money? Last reading of the night, guys. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. How about Scorpio? What's the message on career and money for Scorpio? Oh, you got two of them. Very nice. A lot of twos with you, Scorpio. How about Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. This energy is coming out real big for this week. Thank you, Spirit. Now, what is the final message for our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising? From the angels and abundance, or the angels of abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Final shuffle. What's the final message for Cancer? What's the final message here for Cancer, Spirit? Thank you. What's the final message for Scorpio? Thank you, Spirit. What is the final message for Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. These two faces, it's a lot. Do work, declutter, and deservingness. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, here we go. Cancers. Hold on, guys. Whew. That was one for money, one for love. How is it? One for health, one for money, and there's supposed to be one for love. It's always, I never get the third one. Not never, but rarely. But I'll take health and money, that's for sure. Cancer, what's going on here? It's up to you, my loves. It's up to you to make this choice. Whatever it is that you want, that deservingness, whatever it is that you want, that you desire, it's absolutely up to you. Sorry about the glare. And here we go. You got the biggest card of change here. You got the death card. That's a major arcana. Some huge endings, Cancer. Huge endings and new beginnings. Remember, you have Jupiter in your sign. That's big expansion. That's luck, fortune. So if you are not already going through a huge transformation, you will before Jupiter leaves your sign. Promise you. Huge metamorphosis. Okay. Something is going to end and another. Like you're going to have a huge transformation. And Jupiter's going to bless you. Whatever you want that change to be, it's up to you. Here we have Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. Will you be entertaining someone? Will someone be entertaining you? Let's see. Could be if you are in a relationship, right? This might be, getting a little bit of a boost in the relationship, needing a little bit of a boost in the relationship. Interesting. And then Cupid X, here, Cupid. You got eggs here, starting over. You starting over with something up. You're having like these new resources, this new money to be able to save up. Okay. Something about the healthcare field. You're bringing in some new opportunities. Something about your career when it comes insurance, like the insurance sector when it comes to your career. Very interesting. A lot of money in insurance nowadays. Lots of money when it comes to insurance. And final message, it says, take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and success ventures involve a degree of risk. And you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you. You make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. As the beginning message said, it is up to you, my beautiful Cancers. I pray that resonated. Thank you, Spirit. All righty. Let's go, Scorpio. Scorpio got two messages tonight. And I see the 11s here because you have a justice as well, which is right, the two ones. Romance and recovery. You're recovering from some type of romantic situation, or maybe recovering what your idea of romance should be, right? Or this is healing from, you see the heart here, the heart chakra, right? This is the heart chakra. So healing, recovering from some past trauma, pain, hurt. It's like you're in that recovery mode. Or it's just telling you to focus on that, right? To focus on that. And then here you got justice. Here you got, this is 11. This is, fairness, spirit, working on your behalf. You're going to get the clarity that you need, the balance that you need. I don't know if something has to do with court law or something, but something is being dealt fairly, right? Justice working on your behalf. But something clarity and truth is definitely coming out, or you need to face the truth on something as well. But clarity is coming in. That's a major card there. Love that. Or a major arcana. Overcoming, when it comes to love, overcoming some type of obstacles, or look for ways around the obstacles to find happiness. A lot of love here. I don't see any cups, but the fact that romance and recovery is coming here, and this came out too, yeah, a lot of recovery when it comes to past connections, old soul ties, things like that. Because when I see this here, the heart here, and like the DNA strand, these are like soul ties. Recovering from soul ties, or telling you to recover from soul ties. Old soul ties. You could be in a relationship, but you still could possibly have some old soul ties. Here, when it comes to your money and career, small increase, some type of valuable information is coming in. Investing in something like it says honest assessment, some type of fresh start, building a new career. And here, this also to bring in more steady income, something about arts and design, being self employed, working maybe from home. Something will present itself. It's like a whole new direction. Something new is whatever it is something new. And it's solid. See nugget. I see nugget solid. It's grounded. Very nice. And here it says face your financial fears. It says, when you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness. And you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear. And that successful person has struggled, and that every successful person has struggled and has struggled with and released these self doubts. Jesus, I can't even freaking read. Yeah. See, so it might be, you see, it's like a shift, like shifting into a different career. Maybe not something that you kind of thought like, oh, this would be, but it's something solid. And you could absolutely be very successful in this. But you have to release some type of fear of it. Yeah, I pray that that resonated, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and here we go, Pisces. Final reading of the night for our Pisceans. Forgiveness, focusing on self-forgiveness. Oh, sorry. Focusing on self-forgiveness. First and foremost, right? Before you forgive other people, you have to forgive yourself first. So that's one of the first steps in healing, right? Is self-forgiveness. And it's funny because I just saw this card right now, and that's the last message. See how the last message is going to coincide with the first message. Here we go. Success. 6 of Wands. Yeah, this is like something you're leading towards, something that's going to prove to be very successful. Some type of inspiration that you're going to receive, and public recognition as well, as like finally people are seeing you. You know what I'm saying? This is victory. This is progress. I love that. And then the fact that it's the fire horse year, and he is here with a horse on, right? The first day of Aries season. Becoming very self-confident. And that alone will just bring on the success. What's up, Melchizedek? Because 100 million, that's all for now. That's what you want? 100 million? Yeah, let's go. Anything is possible, right? Mermaid pirates! Happy Chaitra Navatri, with gratitude for your prior mention of fortune energy, welcoming symbols in pre-funk to today. Vernal equinox, yes, green wheat cornucopia. Oh my gosh, listen. Remember that? Oh, listen, I tapped in. And for some reason, spirit goes. So Fortuna it goes through Taurus, right? And that's what I was talking about. Fortuna goes through Taurus, right? The goddess of fortune, good abundance, right? So when she makes her way into Scorpio, which I think it's going to be tomorrow. Let me check. because he's gonna release something. Release something. I just saw it in my mind. Why? Because um Scorpio deals with the eighth house. The eighth house is let me tell you right now, the eighth house is it is regeneration, it is shared, it's financial legacy. So it deals with money too, and she goes, wait until she transits through Scorpio. It's like we're gonna see like a release in something. Let me see when it is when she's in there. Give me a second, I'll tell you right now. I think it might be, is it the 22nd? No, hold on, let me keep going. It might be, it was the 23rd. She enters, yeah, she enters exactly the 23rd of March into Scorpio. Hold on, no, I could be wrong. Oh no, but listen, she's gonna enter, sorry, my bad, into Virgo. She's gonna enter into Virgo for the and Virgo is Earth too, for the 23rd. Let me see when she goes into Scorpio. Give me a second. It might be at the end of the month. Sorry, Pisces. My thing is mad slow. Oh, come on. Yeah, somewhere towards the end of the month. So it's yeah, because wait until she goes. She's gonna release something. So at the end of the month, it's looking good, and that's why, because I'm just thinking about the message that I'm gonna give you guys. Something about the towards the end of the month that it looks good. It looks good as far as like the markets, our money, and stuff like that. But of course, you gotta have your mind right and stuff. So here we go. Telepathic when it comes to love, Pisces. Okay, it says close soul connections are harmonious, synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. So if you are going to entertain anyone into your energy, because you're extremely powerful and very spiritual, make sure that they're on the same vibe as you. You can't be picking people who are beneath you. Listen, that's just how it is. You need somebody who is spiritually disciplined, and you need to be spiritually disciplined as well. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bring whatever it is that your mind, whatever's going on in your mind, that's exactly what you're gonna draw to you. So be careful with your thoughts. Focus on your healing, right? And that's how you draw any type of connection with you. Something about having resources that you need. Okay, you might be needing more money, but it's because you're leveling up. You're definitely the sole provider of your home, but you are living well or will be living well when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money. That means money's coming in. It's like business, it's like advancing, food. Amazing. And it says here, let go of guilt. What I said, what played on this? Forgiveness. That this is a huge part of healing. Letting go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself. Holy shit. That's what it says here. Look. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. Forgiveness. Huge when it comes to healing. Self-forgiveness. Not forgiveness of others. Self-forgiveness. It says, forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Period. That's it. Let it go, like Frozen. I'm serious. That's beautiful, Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. I pray that resonated. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh, beautiful reading tonight, guys. Oh, You guys had an amazing time. Maybe a maritime wink to fortune of close shapes. Yeah, there you go. Per your fortune energy inspo, learn for the first time that one style of antique ship rudder resembles a straight razor. Ooh, a ship rudder also associated with. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna get to your messages. Hold on, I love that. Give me a second. Let's go. Let me see. Yeah, I could spend. I only need 10 more minutes to tell you these alignments. These alignments that are going to happen for the next 2 weeks, just to get us ready. Because the second quarter is going to be a doozy, guys. Second quarter, it's going to be a doozy. As far as the markets and resources and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all about preparedness, seeing and reading the signs, seeing the writing on the wall, right? Okay, let me get my notes here real quick, and then I will go into. Okay. So here we go. Let me read this here. Here we go. A ship rudder is also associated with fortune. Her fortunately navigating through the wild waters. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, you better bet your ass. You want your ship's rudder to work, to be able to guide you through these waters. Hell yeah. Per your fortune energy inspo, learned for first time that one style of antique ship. I love that. Antique ship. Antique ship rudder resembles a straight razor. Holy smokes, you're right. To cut through the waters. Ooh, I love that. Maybe a maritime wink to fortune of close shaves. Ah, you're amazing, mermaid pirate. I love this. This is why I wish I lived closer, like to my vibe tribe, because we could just share like all this knowledge and get together, have a couple of, a couple of espresso martinis. I love espresso martinis, but whatever. You don't have to drink. Nobody ever there. You don't want. It's not in you. They but I'll have one. Wow, on the card pulled for Pisces, the fork handle over the knife resembles a straight razor shape. Oh my gosh, you're so right. You are so right. Wildness. Love it. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for your insight, man. I'm telling you, this is amazing. I love when you when y'all tap in and share your thoughts. Here we have to be very well, you don't have to be anything, but it would help to be open-minded, right? And embrace many different perspectives. People say, oh, it's not perspective, it's truth. Okay, your truth might be your truth and mine is mine, but I might not see certain things that way you do, but you know, I could be open-minded about it. I'm just saying. But anyway, okay, so what are we gonna do here? How are we gonna do this, spirit? We're in the 20th. Okay, this I didn't want to talk about this. We already did the new moon, which was on the 19th yesterday. Well, actually, depending where you are, it could be 17, 18, 19. Those days, depending where you are, right? Give me a second. Okay, that one. Let's start from la 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 la. Okay, we'll start here from March 20th. Where's my book? Am I gonna write for you guys? Yeah, let me do it. Let's do it. All right. Yes. Which, by the way, I wrote here the other day. All my notes on here. Jeez, Louise. All these other notes that I write to you guys. I write with you, along with you guys. Hold on. Here we go. I wrote that Uranus transits into Gemini April 26th. We might see the clarity because they're pushing it for the end of April, because y'all know that I am a crypto investor, right? And these dates stuck out right here. 4/6 to 4/26. Why? Because of Uranus being in the last degree, which is the 29th degree. Where are those notes now? Hold on. Is it here? Yeah, here we go. Okay, look, I don't know if you can see it here, right? So you have Uranus in Taurus, April 26th in the 29th degree, right? And that is an anaretic degree. 29th degree is very hard and strong endings. Okay. Very difficult. And the fact that it's in Taurus, remember I said Taurus is all about resources, commodities, earth, water, food, and we're seeing it. We're starting to see it in oil. And I kept pointing out since last month, I said for us is oil. Watch how it's going to affect our oil, like, where we're going to see it. Taurus and Uranus is going to affect like the different resources. And it is where we're starting to hear, hey, it's going to start trickling down as soon as we start seeing it at the pump. As soon as we start seeing it at the pump, we're going to start seeing it at the grocery store. So my advice to everyone is to, right? The market is completely down, right? Gold took a hit, silver took a hit. For anyone that wants to buy gold and silver, get it at these prices because it's dirt cheap now compared to what it's going to go to, right? So April 6th. You're going to have Uranus transit 29th degree into Taurus, starting that date. And that's the anaretic. And anaretic in Greek means, and I don't mean to be doom and gloom. I don't make this shit up. Okay, I don't make this shit up. In Greek, it means critical. It means bringer of necessity or destroy it. So we could definitely see things heighten, and this is up until through the other date that I gave you, which was the 20, which was the 26th. Oh, sorry, the 25th of April. Through what we're gonna do through 4/26 or 25. Okay, that's when and then on the 24th. I mean, sorry, the 26th of April is when Uranus shifts into Gemini. But this week here, it's going to be very critical. So now is the time. Spirit told me now is the time. If you're going to, right? If you're going to store gas, if you're going to buy foods, buy a little bit extra, stock your pantry, stock on water, get water filters, whatever it is. Do that during this time now, because it's about seeing the storm coming, right? The barrel of oil is how much right now? I think I said last thing I think was 104, 111, maybe. So, and I had said that, I know a lot of us want these, right? Our cryptos, the ones that we absolutely been investing for a long time, to moon, but there certain things have to take place before that system flips the switch and we get put into that system. And I'm like, I don't know where I had said it. I might have said it in Rob's live. Shout out to Rob and shout out to Well Black. Rob from Crypto Futures. I'm getting the name right. Crypto Futures 99. Where I don't know if people understand what has to happen, what has to take place before that happens. It's kind of a be careful what you wish for type of scenario. But if you prepare for it, then you'll be on the right side of the energy. And this is what I've been talking about since the beginning of the show, right? When I gave my little testimony, when that man came out of his face today, I was on the right side of the energy and I was responding the way I needed to respond because I knew I was on the right side of the energy. Even though I said, oh, it's not about being right or wrong. But come on, it's black and white. And some things are gray in the middle. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So this is about being prepared for what is coming. Now, I also came across, I don't know if you guys know about this David Bledsoe. Is that what his name is? And he gave this testimony back in 2013. He came across like some beings and he gave a huge testimony and even the government got involved. And then all of a sudden we're seeing all the disclosure with aliens and da-da-da-da. And he gave a testimony back in 2013 about 2026. And the star Regulus, when you see the star Regulus somewhere over the Sphinx, something like that, please look it up. That's where we're going to see a huge shift. Like something major is going to happen. Are you listening to me? And it's going to happen for Easter of 2026. That's what he's saying. Because that star Regulus is going to be over the Sphinx in a particular spot in the sky for Easter. Okay, so let me just get my dates right. Let me just get my dates right. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Does anybody want to look on what date is Easter? Do y'all know what date Easter? Where's my green Now these dates I gave them just right off of what I see in the astrology. Easter of 2026 is April 5th. Is that a coincidence? No, I don't think so. I'm not claiming anything, but the energy aligns, right? So here we go. As far as my notes, planets at 29 degrees of any sign are in a last chance pressure cooker state. Everything associated with that sign reaches a boiling point, a tipping point climax. There's urgency, a feel of now or never, karmic final exams, right? When it comes to the collective themselves, or a crisis that forces resolution before the planet changes signs. Decisions feel faded or rushed. Unfinished business must be confronted. So, like I was saying, it's not inherently bad, but it often coincides with dramatic endings, breakthroughs, forced adaptations. So, what I always say is change through crisis. When I was talking about the flip of the switch, when we change into digital currency, they're focusing on the Clarity Act towards the end of April when the shift happens, which is the 26th, Uranus into Gemini on the 26th. Let me just make a note of that right here. 4/26, Uranus shifts into Gemini. I'm just going to put Gem right there. Now, am I saying it's going to happen that date? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying from the point that Uranus is going to be in Gemini for the next 8 years. Big, huge changes when it comes to our freedom, progress, rebellion, awakening, sudden changes. And in Gemini is about tech, communication, AI, travel. And this is an air year. Lots of air energy, especially with Pluto in Aquarius, which is wildly transformative. Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, regeneration. It's about the subconscious. It's about you awakening to the divine within, transcendence, leveling up, enlightenment, all of that spiritual stuff, right? So then let me go here and give you these last dates for the last of this month, which I have here, the 22nd of March. Because let me tell you something, April is a whole other, when I tell you, and this is other astrologers who have been doing astrologies for like decades. Me, I'm a newbie. I'm a straight up newbie, but I see the energy, right? And not only I see it, I experience it too. So March 22nd, which is in just 2 days, you have the sun conjunct Neptune in Aries. and 1 degree of Aries. That's one of the big conjunctions that's happening in Aries. Okay, that is Neptune is illusions, it's dreams, it's visionary. Okay, spirituality, it's psychic ability. And the sun with the power, the sun is going to empower this. Okay, so expect changes even within yourself when it comes to your visions. I'm telling you, pay attention to your dreams that day. Pay attention to your dreams that day, and that's in 2 days. And as far as crypto is concerned, it's like speculation. There's going to be a lot of speculations. It's going to peak. Remember, currency, Neptune is water. Okay. So it's still going to be very volatile. Even through the 25th, it's going to be still very volatile. Now, I love March 26th. I love March 26th for us. We'll put that here. Which is why I said when Fortuna travels into Scorpio, which is towards the end of the month, you also have Venus conjunct Chiron, which that's the wounded healer. Okay, this is going to be very powerful healing moments. Okay, and it's also going to heal wounds around love, money, beauty. Okay, and I think that wisdom as well. And I think that's beautiful for us, especially when it comes to our healing journey. Okay, and this is March. Oh, I didn't even put the date. March 26. Because right, we got to do like that healing within, and then everything else outwardly reflects it. Okay, expect a relief. I wrote here relief around the corner after the 27th. Okay. After the 27th, I said after the 27th, March 27th, there is going to be lingering mental fog is going to lift. Okay, so there's going to be a opportunity to heal a lot of insecurities. Okay, and then on March 30th, I like this one too. This is a good one. Didn't I mention March 30th before because of Fortuna? I said something about March 30th somewhere early in the show. Okay. Venus is going to be in its rulership, which is Taurus. Venus enters Taurus. Taurus, which loves to be in Taurus because it's its rulership. Okay. So there we're going to anything that has to do you see how this plays out? Watch, I'm going to show you, right? So this energy is going to be about material stability. Material stability. I just lost my place. Lord help me. And in crypto, it has to do with consolidation. So this is really focusing in on cryptos that honestly have real utility, right? Stability, maybe stable coins. I don't know. Maybe they'll give some more interest on stable coins. You never know, right? But this is also going to be like a huge leveling up in love, money, creation, romance, yeah, love, money, and romance. So this is like this love, but do you see how these energies play out? That's the 30th. But what is the energy telling us on the 26th is to heal in all of these areas first, right? Let's all heal in these areas first, because the energy presents itself. The energy will be working with you, right? Because then look what's coming, and it says be ready, because look what's coming. Mental fog is going to lift, healing insecurities, and then boom, because March 30th, look at the energy that will present itself, this blessing. So it's well, because I see it playing out. It says, oh, okay, this is like the healing that comes in, spirit guiding us, because look what's coming. This is such beautiful energy that absolutely plays out the way it's supposed to. I see that there's another alarm. Is there another alarm? Yeah, there is. All right. I'm almost done, guys. Let's see what else I want to say. March 28th, you have Saturn sextile Pluto as well. That's structured change. That's infrastructure. The 28th. I kind of missed it here, but March 28th is Saturn sextile Pluto. That's a beautiful positive. It's a beautiful positive alignment, okay? And it's about structured change. And when it comes to crypto, it's also about infrastructure support. So probably towards the end of the month, we're going to see a little bit more of a positive turn when it comes to crypto. And I'm not saying, oh, I don't think anything's going to moon. I mean, I could be wrong, but still, it's like getting more clarity, more validity, because in a month's time, right? In a month's time, April 26th is when Uranus goes into Gemini. And I always say, right, XRP is a Gemini coin, and that's what's going to start doing some things and getting ready. Because what's waiting for us, I think July and November, it's going to be a very, very good opportunity. So this is why, like, this energy is telling us, listen, prepare now. If you could buy now. Now that everything is mad low, because what's coming towards the end of the year, I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised with the energy. And I'm trying not to look too far ahead into the energy, so that I could just focus on what's going on right now. Because let me tell you something, like I said, there's other astrologers that are saying that a lot of these alignments are like once in a lifetime alignment. And I'm like, okay, I see, spirit. Thank goodness I'm in a point in my life where I'm in this awareness and I could play off the energy. But like I told you guys, the most message that I want to tell you guys is, like, listen, just prepare yourself, prepare your pantries. All right. No need to fear of what's coming in, because things always have to get a little bit bad before they get worse. Okay. And know that, we create our own reality. You know what I'm saying? We create our own reality. Look at this, 2026, the sun. We create our own reality. We are the directors of our own reality. Oh my goodness. Look at that. You guys saw that, right? I said, don't worry about it. Shit, listen, shit's gonna hit the fan. I don't like to sound all doomish and gloomish. Shit's gonna hit the fan, but we could prepare ourselves. And like I said, always has to get worse before it gets better. This card fell out. And look at this. This is my 2000, and I claim this to be the 2006 card. I was talking about the end of the year. Okay. This is positivity. This is pleasure. This is the happiest deck in the freaking, the happiest card in the deck. Vitality, celebration. And I said towards the end of the year, I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. King of Pentacles, wealth, business, discipline, abundance. That's what the energy is calling us to be now, is to be disciplined. Moving forward, be disciplined regardless of what's going around. And when I said shit's going to hit the fan, you best believe that we're still going to be protected. We're still going to be protected. This is Leo. This is crazy because the sun is Leo. This is Leo and this is Virgo. Virgo is August, September energy, ruled by Mercury, ruled by the sun. Leo, that's wild, guys. That is so wild. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let me give you a last testimony before I leave on how we are the creators of our own reality, and know that we are protected. I know I am protected every time, right? Because that's the power of my mind. That's what drives me, right? As a mother, as a provider, as a protector. All right. In 2017, when I went through the Hurricane Maria disaster, it was hell on the island. Not only just one little part, it's throughout the entire island. Hurricane 5, category 5, hit the entire island. 3 months, no light, no water. And I said, Spirit, what's going on? You know, like I never experienced this in my life. Nothing prepares you for anything like this. You try to prepare yourself, but when you're in the thick of it, you start learning all the little things like, oh my gosh, okay. Food runs out after 2-3 weeks. Water runs out after 2-3. No light, no water, 3 months. Survival. You will find out what you're made of. You'll find out what you're made of in a situation like that. Okay. And even though, let me tell you something, and I was hearing horror stories of what people were going through. Okay. Because you have looters, you have all of the bad part, and I say bad, but you have all of the bad people of society mixed in with, you know, us regular people that try to keep society together and run it, you know, orderly, right? They're all mixed in together. So you're living in this hellscape and you're trying to get water, you're trying to get gas, because first you need gas to move to places, because you really can't walk anywhere unless you have no other fucking choice, and you have to walk miles and miles and miles and miles on an island to get to fresh water somewhere where they were handing it out. But one day, real quick, 18 hours total waiting on a line of hundreds of cars waiting for gas. I don't even know what number I made. I got there mad early from the day before, slept in the car with one of my sons, one of my older kids. And I said, we just have to wait because we need the gas. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Because if we don't get the gas, then we can't get the water, then we can't get the food. Boom. It was just do or die. And I'm not exaggerating by any means. Right? So 18 hours on that line. Mad people from surrounding neighborhoods all there, right? You have people who are in the cars waiting and people who are on foot with their jerry cans, right? It was, once we were waiting for the tankers to come down, like, why are you waiting so long on the line? Because we were waiting for the tankers to come down from San Juan to fill up the gas reserves, because the gas station had no gas. Okay, so tankers finally came down after 18 hours. They were escorted by army because there were people stealing, yes, people stealing tankers. Okay, and then on top of that, the freaking truck drivers decided to go on strike because they want more money, because they know, hey, now it's a necessity for you guys to work. We want more money. They went on strike. So, right, it's all about money. So they had regular people without giving them any background checks. So they had to have an escort to make sure they didn't steal the tanker either, right? So boom, that was a dilemma. Anyway, whatever. They opened it up. It was so real. It was like I was in a movie, like, hey, hurry up, fill up your tanks. And they only let you fill up $20. That's it. By law, they're supposed to let you fill up until your gas tank is full. But they're like, nope, they don't care about law. It's all freaking anarchy. Like there's no, you need to go by the rules, by what they make, and that's it. Okay. Anyway, so next day was grocery day. Get on the line, same thing. I was there waiting for the supermarket to open. And there's this lady, she was telling me, which by the way, the gas station was right across the street from the supermarket. She goes, I was at the gas station yesterday. You wouldn't believe what happened. She goes, I was one of the ones that was standing in line for hours with the jerry cans, right? And this guy that works there came along. He's like, listen, I could help you get gas quickly. Just give me your jerry can, give me your money, tell me how much you need, and boom, I'll go. So he went and he collected. Everybody was like, oh, here, giving them his money. Da, 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 da. He bounced with all of their money and left them there. Because remember, if you had cash, it was a blessing because all the ATMs were closed because there's no internet. There's no towers working, sending signal. So he took off with people's money and they had no gas and no money. And I was in that same freaking hellscape. I was just on the other side of that. Now, the reason why I say this, it's because even though I was in the same scenario as them, I was still, and not somehow, I was protected. I was protected by the Most High, that even though I was in the same hellscape as everyone else, I was still blessed. I was protected, got what I had to get, and I was out. Because not everybody had the same outcome as me. And I'm extremely grateful for that. And in a situation like that, I've learned that it is very easy to be grateful when things are just, just flowing and going wonderfully in your life. Now try to apply that same energy when everything else is crashing around you. Still have the same faith. Still have the same gratitude. Still have the same attitude of being positive and like, okay, it's very difficult. Not impossible. Not impossible. But it is difficult. But even then, being in that type of attitude, like, okay, we're just going to be thankful and keep moving forward, and blessings just came in. You know what I'm saying? It was, and when I say blessings came in, like, hey, I was able to get water. Luckily, I was able to get water. That was the blessing. And I gave thanks. 3 months later is when I left the island, came back to the States. And ever since then, it's been, I've had lots of ups and lots of downs, but the blessings were even more and even bigger when that cycle came through of blessings, right? Because I said we're gonna go through, shit is gonna hit the fan and we're gonna go through it. This is why I'm talking about all of this, right? We're seeing it in the economy. Shit is gonna crash, whatever the case is. Get your mind right, get your house right, do what you gotta do, stock up. You know what I'm saying? Just be ready. But like I said, things have to get worse before they get better. And they are going to get better. Because look at this. Go back to when before I dealt these cards and what I was talking about. And thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for being so faithful and giving us, right, the confirmation. And that's my time to leave. Because I think that's my son calling me. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for showing up. You guys are so amazing, so amazing. Send you so many blessings, and we will talk soon, my loves. Okay, and sweet dreams. And always ask the Most High to put a ring of protection around our loved ones to keep them safe, whether we are near or far. So much love to you guys. Take care, and we will talk soon. Stay blessed. Love you. Bye.